All God can do is love. God is tenderness. How often we need to remember that, remind ourselves, to put ourselves in God's presence and to receive comfort and guidance. God is tenderness. Today, on Mother's Day, I can say to you, God is our Father, and God is our Mother too. In God we find the comfort. In God we find the care that we need. May you too know the tenderness of God. And now, Ruben Quatrona.
There is the most lovely maiden on your bright celestial throne. Now receive the morning greetings that I bring to you alone. You are great Creator's mother, you enchant my heart with love. So I offer my thanksgiving as I greet you, fairest dove. Lovely maiden, chaste and holy, I delight to sing your fame. You are set apart in splendor, and I praise your dearest name. You shine like brightest morning, I can never praise enough. With what joy my soul is filling as I greet you, fairest dove. Oh, how lovely is the morning, every flower from sleep awakes, sending forth its sweetest fragrance as the quiet daylight breaks. With a voice that swells with gladness, somber night my heart forsakes. I give thanks to you, my mother, as a joyous morning breaks. Bluest sky, I now invite you in these precious morning hours to infuse your radiant beauty into Holy Mary's flowers. Virgin pure of Guadalupe, all your blessings now impart, and receive the morning praises pouring from my humble heart.
Every time I go out of the house now, I put on a face mask. And when I go out, nobody can really see my face. And nobody can see me smile. And it's the same for me. I go out of the house and almost everybody has a face mask on. And I can't see their face really. I can't see their smile. I so want the day to come when we don't have to do this anymore, because I want to see the faces of other people. And I want to see the smiles of other people. When we can't see the faces of other people, when we can't see the smiles of other people, it can make you feel very alone. You can feel very isolated, not seeing the faces of other people and not seeing people smile. And that can lead us to depression and even anxiety because we feel so isolated. You know, I think we also long to see the face of God. In the Bible, it says that Moses, more than anything else, wanted to see the face of God. And in the 27th Psalm, it says, I long to see his face. Lord, I want to see your face. Do not hide your face from me. I think sometimes we feel like Moses and we feel like the psalmist because we too wish that we could see the face of God. Jesus, in the 14th chapter of John, he says, if you have seen me, you have seen the Father. Now, watch this. God has taken off his face mask. In the birth of Christ, God reveals his face. In Jesus, we see the face of God. The face of God is the face of compassion. Jesus entered into our experience. God entered into our experience, being born to experience everything we would experience, including all of our disappointments, all of our heartbreaks, all of our sorrows. Jesus knows them all, and he knows them with compassion. Jesus entered into solidarity with the human race to show us the face of the Father, to show us the face of compassion. You know, every child, every little boy, every little girl, when they feel afraid, when they feel anxious, it's an instinct. They turn and they run towards their mother and they look into their mother's face. And in the mother's face, they find compassion, tenderness. And that child, that little boy or that little girl, surrenders all of that fear and all of that anxiety and receives comfort. And that comfort takes away all of those negative feelings. You know, I think we need to be sometimes like little children. We need to, in our moments of depression, of fear, of anxiety, we need to turn and run towards God and look into the face of God, look into the face of Jesus, and find that compassion which comforts us and takes away all of our fears, our depression, our anxieties, and gives us reassurance that everything will be all right. In the 14th chapter of John, Jesus also says, "In my Father's house are many places, and I go to prepare a place for you." Jesus is saying that in the Father's house, that's the place where we find security. And we think of this reading when he says he's going to prepare a place for us in the Father's house, and we think about heaven. And of course, that's true. But it's about right now also. The Father's house. We can enter into the Father's house now through prayer. In that place in our hearts where we encounter the presence of God, we can enter into the Father's house to find the security that we need. Place yourself in the arms of God. Place yourselves in the arms of God right now to feel that security, to feel that comfort, to feel that tenderness. God, in compassion, reveals his face to you and leads you forward.